Okay, for Emma's birthday, I am going to be making her a Princess Barbie cake where the cake is the skirt for the Barbie. So tonight we went to Walmart and picked out just a basic $5 Barbie doll. They're the ones that have like little painted on swimsuit. To start out with, I'm just getting ready to make a basic chocolate cake. Just bought a box of cake mix. I'm just going to cook it in a 9x13 pan, and that's how we're going to start. And then tomorrow, after it's cooled off overnight, I'll be crumbling it up and mixing it with just a basic buttercream frosting to give us the pliability and the luxury of forming it. I looked at pictures on Pinterest and YouTube of other people that had made the Princess Barbie cakes, and I just didn't love how big at the top they were, and I know I could shave the cake more, and I just feel like this way it'll give me more flexibility with it, and I'll be able to get the cake exactly like I want it to. Okay, here is our greased and floured pan and our mixed up cake batter. Okay, we're just making the cake according to the directions on the box. So we're putting it up. We're gonna cook it. Okay, I've never been a huge fan of fondant, so I saw this recipe the other day for our easy marshmallow fondant, and I figured that would be perfect because it'll taste pretty much just like marshmallows. So the kids will love it. I'll be happy with the ability to decorate the dress easier, and it'll be easy. So to start out with, I just bought a 10-ounce bag of marshmallows, and I added 2 tablespoons of water into our bowl of marshmallows, and I'm going to slowly melt them in the microwave. If you have a double boiler, that works great too. After doing that, I'll add about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of powdered sugar. Okay, so here you see we made our fondant. So we started by slowly melting our marshmallows and our water in our bowl. Then we slowly added about 1 pound powdered sugar into our bowl, maybe a little less than 1 pound in here. And then I just slowly kneaded the rest in for about 7 minutes. After kneading it really well, I broke off half of it, and then again broke that into 2 parts and added our food coloring in. So we have white, pink, and purple. I'm going to lightly grease them, wrap them up to keep them nice and moist till tomorrow, and I'll give them a chance to set and be ready to go when we're ready to decorate our cake. Okay, so I just started with the board, covered it with foil. You can use thick cardboard. You can even use a plate, but I decided to do this. And I'd taken our Barbie, I took off her skirt, and I wrapped her in some saran wrap just to keep the cake off of her. I'm going to use just a little bit of Play-Doh on her shoes to help her stand up. Okay, I'm also covering up the Play-Doh because we don't want to eat the Play-Doh. Okay, the Play-Doh is holding her up good enough, and then the cake will be rest of the support we need. Okay, so I'm going to move her to the side. Okay, to start with, we're just going to crumble our cake into our bowl, and then we'll add some frosting. Now we're going to break up the cake with our hands. Okay, because the cake is already fairly moist, you don't need to add a ton of frosting to make it stick together. Because as you can tell, my cake's already sticking together. Okay, so I'm just going to add a scoop to begin with. Let's go ahead and add a second one. Should be enough frosting for now. I'm going to use my hands again and just mix it really well together. This is the same process I do when I make cake balls. So it's the right consistency, it'll hold together really well, but it's not too wet. So we're going to start by and just start building around her. so now I'm just gonna smooth it out rest of the way how I want my skirt design to look. And then I will freeze her for at least an hour to keep this solid so that I can decorate it. Here she is. She's ready to go in the freezer for an hour. And then we'll do our buttercream frosting coat on top, and then we'll use our marshmallow fondant we made last night. Now I'm just gonna do a quick coat of our buttercream frosting. The smoother you get it, the better your fondant will look. I'm gonna put it on real quick and then I'll smooth it out. Out our fondant. I got my rolling sheet out again, added some powdered sugar to it, and now I'm going to roll it out. And I'm going to grease my hands a little bit just to make sure it doesn't. I'm going to make a pink and purple ruffle to go on the bottom. I'll roll it out. So I made a ruffle for the bottom of her skirt, and all I did was press down on the one end as I rolled the chopstick to get a nice little ruffle. Okay, so there's our first ruffle. Now I'm going to do the same thing but in purple. I'm now going to cut out a piece to cover right here out of our pink. I'm also going to take a small piece of pink, roll it up and put it around there since we have just a little bit of gap in it. Okay, now we're going to roll out our white, and we'll put white over the rest of her skirt. To get the fondant to stick to itself, you notice I've been dipping my finger in water, and that's to get the fondant to stick. Okay, so here we've now added all the elements of the basic skirt design. So I will now roll our pink back out. Okay, I'm going to cut out petals for our flower. Have little tic tacs that I cut in half to be the center of our flowers.